I was here to distribute items that I came to perform one of my duties as an elected senator of the division. This boy did everything with his colleagues, Makwaya, from Imojo, from Upper Baya, and all, to make it a success. This boy did everything, and he told me, Papa, we are coming to join you Yaoundé to take us to the FECOM manager. And I said I was ready for. Subsequently, 2 days after that, he called me to say that those boys have called him in the bush to say he should come and see them. They are going to lay down their arms in the village. So he wants to go there on Sunday. I said, don't go. Don't go. If the boys want to actually lay down, let them come, bring the arm to the prefect or to the gendarmes, or they can come to Chief Dr. Oben, who can assemble the chiefs. They take the guns and give to the people there. It's okay, Papa, I've heard. I did not know equally that he had gone and told the commandant. And the commandant told him, no, don't go. You can imagine that on Sunday he went, and the person to announce his death to me was the prefect.
I am very, very deceived, disappointed after the killing of Mayor Ashu Ojong, because we have killed in Manyu division a vibrant militant of CPDM, a vibrant businessman, a dynamic businessman, and a youngest mayor of Cameroon. We say that today in Manyu we have crossed the red line, and I have been instructed by my hierarchy to summon this meeting in view to cause Manyu people to re-examine their consciences after the death of this young man. And it is what we did during this meeting.
Ashu Princely Ojong, killed by armed secessionists on Sunday the 10th of May. As a matter of fact, he was my deputy, a diligent and outstood personality, an organized gentleman that, as I was going out after my second mandate, I deemed it wise and effectual for him to take over me as the Lord Mayor of Mamfe municipality to continue with the effective groundwork already laid for the municipality. No sooner had he taken over than he discovered that the ideas we have in stock could not be implemented in the absence of peace. He engaged in fraternal dialogue with our challenging brothers who are in the butcheries. They deceived him that they were going to lay down their arms. They ensnared him, and on his way to go get the arms, he was shot and killed.
The opportunity was accorded us to re-examine our consciences. And this question that the senior divisional officer asked us was very pertinent. What do we want? We examined that question in that context. What does Manyu want? And from all the contributions that were made, we captured it. Manyu people want to remain in the one united and indivisible Republic of Cameroon. They want to partake in the development of this country and be beneficiaries of all presidential initiatives. Therefore, it is incumbent upon us to make sure that we make the conditions positive for such actions to take place. That is why it was really decided, call on our chiefs, our traditional rulers, to use the powers that are bestowed on them as our custodians of our tradition and culture, to bring to bear on our sons and daughters who have gone astray and are in the bushes, have taken arms against their fatherland, so that this action should stop and they should find their way back to the centers put in place for them by the government. Again, we engage our sons and daughters in Cameroon and abroad to desist from actions that they do that promote this action. This engagement that we do everything to make sure that Manyu finds his peace again. We are very touched to come here, go through the same topics. It's a big shame for us. And I believe the sons and daughters of Manyu, the population at large, have engaged themselves to make sure that things turn around. The two words were enough, enough. Enough is enough. That's what we kept hearing from the population. And we believe, I want to believe that our efforts that we've made, toil over the years, enormous efforts and sacrifices will not go in vain.
The prefect has given a genesis, a graphic description of what has happened about this crisis. And that graphic description at every stage, it points to the fact that a Manyu son or daughter or son of something like that was connected. The first death, the first assassination of people in Akwen was from Mamfe before you could hear any other place. And so it went on, and so it went on. I was thinking, like all the elites, we thinking that we're lured into a scheme they didn't know. Up to now, I still have that belief. As I said, with emphasis, the Manyu man is not violent, let alone knowing how to use a gun. I'm surprised. So they've been lured, and particularly these young men. Of course, the trend of it is that most of them are idle. Okay, but if idle will not push you to become a criminal, as that they are. Now, nowhere else in Manyu, nowhere else in Cameroon will we talk about the question of separatists without taking that the Manyu people are leading. Whereas the real Manyu man, Manyu woman, does not feel that he is in a wrong country. The Manyu man, our parents have told us, Paigbe Tabi, Paifium, Pamengot, Edi Mengot, they have told us even if they're coming again with another plebiscite, we should tell our children, even those unborn, to vote to go along with our brothers of East Cameroon. So I don't know where we have been giving. Minister Mengo has already catalogued out all the series of things. But because of this misunderstanding, the head of state has lined them up and is executing them one by one. We shall go by way of traditional methods. Those traditional methods are certainly going to dig out and bring home those children who are in the bush, because they know if they do not come, their families are affected. Their children will be affected. And if you come here again to us, all the Basinjom, all, you put it, and every village you swear, every village, not a matter of coming only in town here and to swear, every village, every chief, should swear the medicine that they have there. Those are our boys, they come back. And those who are hiding them, if they hide, the traditional right will follow them.
We chiefs are concerned with the peace of our division. We have always stood for peace. Our silence did not mean that we supported what the separatists were doing, or we have been talking to them. Our stand is that peace should return to Manyu. We are all ached devastated by the death of this young man, a young, promising, dynamic politician who had the interest of our division at heart, and especially Mamfe Central. We have taken our measures. We have created a crisis situation, a committee, which will be responsible for swearing of native judges. We don't like talking these things in public, but that's what we are going to do to ensure that there is lasting peace, that peace returns to Manyu division.
It's a fatal loss, it's a tragic loss, it's a bitter reality, or a bitter pill for I in particular to swallow, because had I not given him my total support, had I not made the promise that he was going to become mayor and I stood by him, maybe he could not have died. But the good news is that he died as a patriotic citizen, saving his country with his back on the wall. To his killers, they are sore losers, because as far as his vision is concerned, his vision is superb. In terms of the organization of his business, you need to see how synchronized he has put his things in place. So I think his vision is going to continue. We are going to miss him and miss him dearly because of the untimely death, but such is life. Death, be not proud, thou shalt die.